Baku speaking. Hello dear listeners, you are tuned into Azerbaijan International Radio. We are starting our English broadcast from the capital Baku. Welcome you to our analytic program. I'm your host Elçin Mirzayev. Armenia has also committed ecological terror in Azerbaijan. In addition to its policy of aggression towards Azerbaijan, Armenia has also carried out ecological terror. It has caused significant damage to biodiversity, flora, fauna, protected nature reserves, and prohibited areas. Large areas have been set on fire, water resources have been polluted, and forests rich in valuable tourist species have been destroyed. Overall, the intentional plundering of both underground and surface resources has disrupted the ecological balance in Karabakh and eastern Zangezur, and an international environmental crime has been committed against the region's ecosystem. By doing so, Armenia has violated the international conventions related to ecology and the environmental it joined, including the United Nations Conventions on the Prohibition of Military or other hostile use of environmental modification techniques. It's important to note that Armenia's mine terrorism continues. Innocent civilians are losing their lives or becoming handicapped. The most dangerous situation is the unsystematic laying of mines. That is, mines are scattered in an unsystematic manner, either during combat or by various groups. In total, the Armenians have planted more than 1.5 million mines in our lands. 12% of the country's territory is contaminated with mines and unexploded ordnance. Thus, Armenia has committed both ecological and war crimes against Azerbaijan. Against this backdrop, the statements of Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan regarding ecosystem protection made around International Biodiversity Day on May 22nd appear laughable. Without shame, he tried to present his country as an environmental protector. He stated that Armenia highly values the role of the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity, its protocols, and the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, which are the foundation of global efforts for biodiversity protection, efficient use, and equitable sharing of natural resources. Moreover, he mentioned that Armenia, as the host country and the president of the 17th Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Biodiversity Convention in 2026, aims to make significant contributions to achieving the goals set. According to the Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources of Azerbaijan, during the years of occupation, tens of thousands of hectares of forest land, including over 60,000 hectares in the regions of Kelbajar, Lachin, Zangilan, and Shusha, were destroyed. The loss of biodiversity and the worsening of erosion processes have increased the risk of landslides. The destruction of forests and the burning of bushes have led to the extinction of the various species, such as the turaco, quail, and other birds, which are listed in the Red Book and the Red List of the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Other forests have also been destroyed due to illegal extraction. It should be noted that the gold copper deposits in the Agdara region are among the most promising mining areas in Azerbaijan. Until the 1990s, geological exploration and excavation works in this region were carried out directly by Azerbaijan's Geological Service. After Armenia occupied Karabakh, the exploitation of these fields, including Golbulak, Mehmana, and Heyvalı, was carried out by the Velux Group, led by the Armenian Vartan Sirmakis. This company and its affiliated entities plundered Karabakh's resources, earning hundreds of millions of dollars in foreign currency. Armenia's ecological crimes don't end there. They have constantly polluted our water resources. According to the Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources Monitoring Department, hundreds of thousands of tons of acidic wastewater, heavy metal salts, and other wastes from the Megri, Gajaran, Gafan, and Dastakerk mining complexes have been discharged into the Okçuçay, a tributary of the Aras River. The concentration of heavy metals such as copper, molybdenum, cadmium, and arsenic in the water has been many times higher than the permissible maximum limit. The polluted river flows into the Aras River. The only water sources used by the population of villages along the Aras River are the waters from this river and the artisan wells. The increased natural pollution in the environment has had a negative impact on the genetic pool of living organisms in the area. It shall be noted that Azerbaijan has repeatedly raised the issue of regional environmental security in international forums. In particular, in 2021, Azerbaijan presented evidence regarding the pollution of the Oktyabrsky River at a meeting of the United Nations Ecology Committee. Finally, it shall be noted that Azerbaijan's territorial integrity and sovereignty were fully restored after the patriotic war of 2020 and the anti-terrorist measures of 2023. The end of the occupation marked the beginning of a new phase, accompanied by the restoration of sovereignty and justice, as well as the return of life and the rule of law to the occupied territory.